In Infinite Warfare, the VPR has been the go-to gun for the past week or so due to the insane buff that Infinity Ward did to the weapon. Because of how overpowered the buff made the gun, it was clear to everybody in the Call of Duty community that the gun will be receiving a nerf very soon. Just over a day ago, the VPR received a slight increase to recoil, slight range adjustments, and an adjusted reload time. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys the best class setup for the VPR after the nerf in the patch 1.14. If you guys are excited that the VPR is now balanced with the rest of the guns in the game, go ahead and drop a like on this video. Also, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you never miss another one of my uploads. Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Fursty here, back with another video. In today's video, I got another class setup video on the channel. For all you subscribers out there that have seen a bunch of my videos already, you already know what this video is. But for all you new people on the channel that have never seen one of my videos, I'm going to be explaining to you guys what this video is. Obviously, it's a class setup video. It says it right in the title. But the way I like to do these videos on my channel is a little different than other YouTubers. I not only give you the best class you can use for this weapon, but I also tell you guys why it's the best class. I go into depth of why it beats other classes, why it beats other videos you guys may have seen, and why the perks and attachments fit this weapon better than any other attachments or perks in the game. So in doing that, I like to kind of break down everything that I use. I like to go from perks to attachments to pretty much everything and cover everything individually and why you should be using it on your class. So to start this video off, I'm going to be talking about the attachments. I like to run 3 attachments on this submachine gun. The first attachment being foregrip, and this is one of those attachments that has a lot of controversy to it. A lot of YouTubers are saying that you don't need this attachment because the gun already has no recoil. And that is something that I can just say right now is not true. If you are in a very long range gunfight, shooting at somebody that has maybe a K-bar or an NV4, you're going to want to be using foregrip because foregrip reduces the recoil. Any submachine gun at long range is going to have recoil. Even though this submachine gun in particular has a very low rate of recoil, you're still going to be wanting to use foregrip to outgun those K-bars, outgun those NV4s in the long range. So for the second attachment that I like to run on this class, I like to use quick draw. Now quick draw is one of those attachments that you most likely use already. If you don't use it, the reason that you should use it is pretty much the fact that it allows you to bring up your scope quicker. And if you can do that and your enemies don't have quick draw, then you're pretty much going to win every gunfight, because if you can bring your scope up quicker, that means that you can shoot them quicker, and if you hit them before they hit you, then chances are 9 out of 10 times you're just going to win the gunfight because they can't shoot you before you can shoot them, and whoever gets the first shot off pretty much wins with this weapon. So the third attachment that I like to use on this gun is rifled barrel. I use this with foregrip to pretty much make it that LMG, that assault rifle, that submachine gun that can be used as an assault rifle, the submachine gun that can be used as an LMG. With these 3 attachments, you can pretty much use this weapon as if it's any class in the game. I've been taking snipers off of head glitches with this class setup across the map on terminal. Honestly, attachment wise, I don't think that the combo that I have set up really gets any better, but that is going to wrap it up for the attachments that I like to run on this class. Moving into the perks. For perk 1, I have 2 attachments. If you guys aren't new around here, go ahead, pause the video right now, guess what the perks are. If you guessed Ghost and Dexterity, then you were right. I like to use both of these perks on pretty much every class in the game, simply because with Ghost, you stay off of the minimap. The reason I like to stay off the minimap is because a lot of people like to use UAVs. They're super easy to get. All the noobs use them. A lot of people trying to get bigger streaks start off with a UAV, and honestly, a UAV is usually in the air every game that I find myself playing. So with using Ghost, you stay off the radar. You don't have to worry about UAVs at all. You can literally get all the way up behind the enemies and they won't even know you're coming. And it's just a really key perk to use to hit flanks, to get behind the enemies and pretty much kill them before they even know where you're shooting them from. The second perk that I like to run in perk 1 is Dexterity. Now the reason that I like to run Dexterity is because it allows me to reload my weapon faster, and when I'm using a gun like the VPR, I pretty much just mow the enemies down. I sprint at them, kill as many as I can before I have to reload, hide behind the wall, reload really quick, hop back in and do the same thing again. So I like to use Dexterity so that I can just reload my weapon a lot faster. And I also run Dexterity because there's not really any other perk in perk 1 that really needs to be used. Now moving into perk 2, I actually do have something equipped on this class. Now I don't typically run things in perk 2 because I like to use a sight on my guns because I don't really like the iron sight on most guns in the game. But with this weapon, the iron sight in my opinion isn't too bad, so I do like using the iron sight. With this perk right here, you guys could delete this and put on an optic if you guys want to use a sight with the class. If the iron sight is too hard for you guys to use, I would definitely recommend you guys use a sight instead of a perk in perk 2. But since I don't need a sight for this class, I just like to run a random perk for the second slot. So I'm running Hardline with this class. you don't really need hardline at all. It's kind of just something that I put on there to get streaks faster, but you could really use anything that you want in perk 2 with this class. Moving on to perk 3, I have Dead Silence. Now this is a perk that I like to run because I like to be very quick, I like to be very aggressive. Using Dead Silence and Ghost, I kind of just sneak up behind all the enemies, get in their base, and then just destroy them before they even know where they're getting shot from. So that is why I run Dead Silence. There's not really any other perk in perk 3 that I really recommend using either. The only time I would ever switch this up is if I wanted to use something like Hardwired to get rid of a counter UAV that's up or something like that. But other than that, there's really not any other perk in perk 3 that I would really recommend using. So that is going to wrap it up for this class setup video. If you guys did enjoy or found this video useful, go ahead and drop a like on the video. Also, go ahead and comment down below what you guys thought of this class setup, and if there's anything that you would want to change, go ahead and put that down in the comment section as well. I'm always down to hear you guys' constructive criticism in the comment section. You guys could also help somebody else out that might have the same opinion as you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. I'm on the road to 300 subscribers, and until next time guys, I am out. Peace.